Mandan. This weekend, Matt Shannondor with the Mandan Progress Organization is here to tell us. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
You are becoming a regular, and that's okay.
That's okay.
We love to hear the events that Mandan has. And man, we've been talking, I think, about Buggies and Blues for maybe on and off camera, and I think for like a month now. And so it's finally here.
Finally.
And we got to go through the list because there's a lot.
There is,
so
yes.
you're going to have to follow my lead here.
Sounds good.
We have the Hobby Stock Challenge.
Yes,
Correct.
that's on the Friday night at Dakota Speedway.
And it all starts on Friday, right?
Yeah, I mean, leading into the weekend, there's a lot of these events that are going on around town, but Dakota Speedway has their races on Friday night, and so they have the Stock Challenge race on Friday night, so people can definitely check that out. Then we also have on Friday night the opening concert at Dykstra Park for Buggies and Blues as well.
Okay, lots of good things there. So the Stock Car Challenge is going to be 7 p.m. at the Dakota Centennial Park. So not everything's going to be on Main Street, right? No. So it's a little bit spread out. And so I think that's going to be really cool. I've been to one of the races in Mandan before, and oh my gosh, it's awesome. I don't think it was that one, but I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them.
No, you can't.
The Kite Fly, tell us a little bit about that one. That one's... what day of the week is that? Saturday?
Saturday. Yep.
Sorry.
Yep, that's Saturday, and that's up at the Mandan Middle School, and that's put on by the Dakota Mandan Lions, and so you can check that out, and that's right up at the middle school. I believe it's like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. up there, and you can check that out, and yeah, they're going to have some pretty impressive kites up there. It looks like there'll be a little bit of wind.
Yeah, but I think
Saturday.
It's going to be okay. I mean, it's going to be sunny. I think it's going to be really good.
But we need the wind to get those big kites up in the air.
That's actually perfect, yeah. As long as the kids don't get flown away, that's always the plus.
So yeah, you can definitely check that out and taking that up at the Mandan Middle School.
Okay, keeping it on Saturday because that's probably the bigger day as well as Sunday too.
Yep.
But Scotty's Driving Show and Shine. I like the name of that. Tell us a little bit about this.
So go over to Scotty's. They do a wonderful kind of a mini car show.
This is in Bismarck.
This is in Bismarck, yes. But yeah, go over to Scotty's, and they've got do a wonderful mini car show, kind of leading into Buggies and Blues. So a lot of the car owners that are at Buggies and Blues kind of meet there and do a little show. You can check that out, and then head over to Mandan for all the evening kind of events that are going to start to kick off Saturday afternoon into the evening. And
just sticking around that noon hour, I didn't know that there was a car auction during Buggies and Blues.
There is.
That's really cool.
Yes, car auction.
So,
yeah, and that's at Northland Auction, and just down by Dakota Centennial Park, kind of in that area of town. And you can check that out if you're looking for a new car or a classic car to kind of add to your collection or start a collection.
Yeah, starting
a place
a collection,
to go.
Right? Yeah, you can't go wrong with one car. You need 2 or 3 to get that going. I'm assuming they're going to be like the vintage cars, right?
There'll be some
Not
vintage
like
cars.
A 2023.
Yeah. They try to do more of a classic kind of car auction, since there's a lot of those car owners are in town for the Buggies and Blues weekend.
I love it. Okay, now getting to some of the evening events, the Truck and Tractor Pool. 5 p.m.
Yes, that will happen at Dakota Centennial Park at the Dakota Speedway. So if you're looking for some really good muscle truck cars pulling some stuff in dirt, that's where to go.
So all the little boys, I'm sure, like under the age of 10, will be like, Mom, Dad, can we go see that? I think that's awesome too.
Yes.
One of the bigger events, Mandan Cruise Night, 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Yep. So this is just a transition. We used to do the classic car formal parade. It just got so big and hard to kind of just manage, and so we're just transitioning to a general cruise night on Saturday on Main Street in Mandan. So if you've got that classic car, come on down, and you can go up and down Main Street, stop at Dykstra Park for some food, check out the bands that are playing. So just take all that in on Saturday, and people can see some of those. Probably we'll catch some of those cars driving on Main Street in Mandan.
Okay. And did I hear that right then? So there's no cruise parade then on Sunday?
There's no parade on Saturday, which was the normal night. We used to do a formal kind of parade on Main Street, but with the size and the number of cars, it logistically has been a little bit harder to do in the past few years. So we've transitioning to more of this general cruise night where people have more time. They can kind of spend their time and kind of coordinate their own cruising group if they want to, do on Main Street. But we'll still have the big car show on Sunday.
Where they're all kind of just within the street parked there, and you could go check them out too.
Yes.
And you were saying about 400 cars you're expecting.
Exactly,
so this is big if you have not been there. Okay, kind of steering away from Mandan a little bit. We got to go to St. Anthony because there's also something really fun there, the Bulls and Bronx.
Yeah, Bulls and Bronx Rodeo is happening down there. That has become more and more popular every year. I think they're in their 5th year. Down there, and that's put on by the Rusty's Saloon right there in St. Anthony. And if you're looking for some cowboy action and some rodeo action, head south of Mandan, just about 20 miles, and you'll be able to check that out down there.
That is also Saturday, probably all day, I would assume, because they have
all
bull
day,
riding,
bull
bronc
riding, different
busting,
events, different things like that.
So, oh my gosh, so much to do. The Sunday finale, of course, many more events still go on all day Sunday, right?
Yes.
But the plains and pancakes, that's always a fun one too.
Yeah, so if you're looking for breakfast on Sunday morning coming into Mandan before the big car show, you go out to the Mandan airport. They've got the fly-in, the plains and pancakes out there happening, and you can check that out. No, I mean, you can't say no to breakfast and planes,
no,
right?
Of course not. Of course not. And so most of the things here are free. I did see that the stock challenge, there was a price for that.
Yep.
But just the cruise Main Street, totally free.
Yep.
You got to pay for food and things like that. But it's such a great weekend,
and
Matt.
people are looking for more information. You go to the different websites, from the Dakota Speedway to Rusty's Saloon and things like that, the Mandan Airport.
Yeah.
Check out all the different information there. Or you can just go to visitmandan.com, and we've got links to all the different sites that are out there to check it out. But yeah, it's going to be a great big weekend in Mandan to kind of formally kick off summer and get it going.
And then after Mandan Rodeo Days, you get a breather.
Yeah.
So we love
a little
it.
bit.
All right, we're going to have you back, I think, in about a week, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, Matt. Thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.